Boruto, Sarada, and Mitsuki go on their very first mission as a genin team, where they protect a village and their massive bridge against a group of bandits and a ninja with a giant sword. Why does this sound so familiar? Did J.J. Abrams direct this episode of Boruto? I'm not saying that this is an exact copy of the first major arc in the Naruto anime and manga series, but superficially speaking, it's almost exactly the same thing. This is the very first mission that the brand new Team 7 is going to embark on. They are under the tutelage of Konohamaru, and they've been sent on a D-rank mission, which of course transforms into a B-rank mission, which is definitely too dangerous for these young ninja to handle. All it takes is for one battle to throw these kids into a bloody conflict, lest of course they go back to Konoha Village without any honor. This was a strange episode, and honestly, maybe the first, I don't want to say filler arc, but first arc of Boruto that doesn't exactly have my attention immediately. There are some pretty cool things here, and some pretty cool action scenes at the very end, with Boruto fighting against this mysterious masked ninja, but for the most part, this just sort of seems like stuff that I've seen before in the Naruto series, but I'm going to be willing to give it the benefit of the doubt. This arc could turn into something really important, and after all, we had to see a little bit of Boruto, Sarada, and Mitsuki going on some missions before we can actually get to the Boruto movie adaptation. I think that feels a little more natural, considering that story involves a Chunin exam, and these kids have had barely any time as Genin, so just kick back, relax, it looks like we're going to be in Geninsville for quite some time. That being said, though, this actual story is still very watchable, and it does look very clean and good through most of the episode. Although, like I said, I have a lot of little nitpicky things, but I'm going to talk about those a little bit more in the rundown. Like I said, though, the overall story here is the very first missions that the Genin teams in Konoha Village are going to be going on. Some of them are really exciting, and some of them are kind of lame. Like Ino Shikacho. Basically, they're guarding a woman who's going on a shopping spree, and Boruto and his friends are also going to be going to this village to protect people from bandits, which apparently are like the lower level, ninjas of the series. They're things that Genin can take care of. And they go to the village and they meet all of the people there. They meet the village leader, who is this girl by the name of Kira, who is very young and doesn't seem like she should be in charge. She's actually taking over for her father, who was killed in an accident 3 months prior, which is also when these bandit attacks started happening, so there's clearly some sort of connection here. Of course, there's a little bit of conflict between the leader of the village and the Konoha ninja. She thinks that they're too young to actually handle the mission, but of course that's because she's hiding the real reason why she hired these ninja in the first place. There's this other group of ninja who are after the deed to their village, not just simply to ransack and destroy it and take all of their supplies. This is knowledge which is only privy to the leader of the village and a few other people. But before anything can materialize, we get our very first conflict of the episode, where one of these ninja actually appear in the town, and they actually just start killing this one dude, just stabbing him like right through the heart in cold blood. Boruto goes on the attack, and we have a short little action scene, which is admittedly pretty cool looking, and I was hoping we'd get a little bit more, but they're trying to build up these new mysterious villains, and they have these like weird face paint all over their body. The guy wears like kind of a traditional, stereotypical ninja costume with the mask and everything, and I'm not really sure what their overall motive is going to be. They're clearly not super high level, as they know that Konoha Village has some really powerful ninja in it, and they don't want to do anything that would bring upon their wrath, so to speak, but they're being very meticulous and strategic with how they're actually going to be doing things. They even go as far as to actually kidnapping the leader of the village and putting all of the people in the town under a genjutsu, and essentially turning them into the zombies from Resident Evil 4. It's freaking crazy, guys, but really, like I said, at the end of the day, it's just kind of like a retread of the first arc of Naruto, the Land of Waves arc, the Zabuza arc. What's the rundown on this week's episode of Boruto? This is okay. Like I said, I think this is a necessary evil. We have to see these characters go through a couple of missions before we can even get to the Chunin exam, I think, to make it maybe a a little more believable, but I'm willing to accept that these kids have some really crazy powers considering some of the things that we've seen in the previous episodes of the series. In fact, I would almost say that the ninja of this generation are like a cut above the ones from the previous. They seem to have even crazier abilities, which is why I thought it was ridiculous when they arrived at the bridge. And they're like, oh no, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna be able to cross the bridge? You're ninja. Walk down the freaking thing, walk across the water, and walk up. That's the easy answer right there. Maybe they didn't want to encroach on the village and come across as like they were trying to attack it or anything, but I mean, it seemed like a pretty easy solution to me. Maybe Boruto and his friends are not really amazing at doing that quite yet, but Konohamaru could just carry them over. I don't know. It's little things like that. That and the fact that like the superficial like elements of this arc are just so similar to the Zabuza arc. They're just unfortunately not as exciting. But maybe that will change in the next couple of episodes. What I will say is this outing right here is honestly one of my least favorite episodes of Boruto at this point. It's average at best. That and the fact that I don't know what it is, it rubs me the wrong way, and I understand why they're doing it, but Boruto is just insufferable in this episode. He's just so huffy and puffy with everyone. He doesn't listen to his dad, he scoffs at everything he says, he doesn't want to be a team player and work with Sarada and Mitsuki, despite the fact that we just had a mini arc about the importance of working with people, and that's something that he should have realized, and he just completely forgot it. Even the episode previous to this one had an entire story which was all about working with your teammates and utilizing the strengths of one another. It just made him come across as just really immature in this episode, and that's really disappointing for me. Really, Boruto has just been a roller coaster of various emotions, and that could be because he's an adolescent, it could be because of his hang-ups with his father. All I know is I can't wait until we can squash this stuff immediately and move on to some more interesting material. What I will say is this is the beginning of an arc. It could change as it goes on, and it could get more exciting. As it is, though, I think this is an average episode of Boruto, which is why I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. Check it out, Boruto fans. If you like it, if you don't like it, tell me all your thoughts about this episode in the comment section below. Are you excited for this brand new arc in the series? Do you have any theories as to what's going to be going on in this arc or what you hope to see? And what do you hope to see from the rest of the Boruto anime series? Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more Boruto and anime reviews. And make sure to like this video. Hit that thumbs up button. It's super easy to do. It doesn't take long, and it really helps out the videos. You can also share this with a friend or two. I'll see you guys next time. And as always, stay dandy, baby.